Hi, my name is Mai, and to think Omni, for me, it's a game in the face of discomfort or curiosity. So it's a game I play all the time because you can find discomfort everywhere with your interactions with your environment, your interactions with other people, and your interactions with yourself. It is the first step for me to think Omni, to welcome this discomfort with a compassionate and courageous view, with the hopes of acquiring new understanding, with the belief that it will feel good at the end, because it has in the past. I have played this challenging game so many times that I have many practical examples in different areas, in many urgent real life situations. But noticing that most of the labels that I've attached to my identity have something to do with communication, like I've worked as a translator, as an interpreter, as a singer, as a dancer, as a painter, um, as a teacher of languages, as a teacher of physical education, as a nanny, as a cultural manager, as a researcher in environmental studies and in education, and more. It all has to do with communication. I'm going to talk about this act of conveying meaning between one person or group and another through the use of mutually understood signs, symbols, and rules. So here goes. When I teach singing lessons, one of the first things I do is to talk about the physics of sound because we need to know which medium we're working with. And also, I talk about human anatomy because we need to know how to control this sound inside of our body. In one way, we make it logical. We begin with intellectual knowledge they've already heard in a structure they've already experienced. However, in order to sing, we need other kinds of exercises that need a conversation with ourselves, that require our imagination. Now, take the lowest sound you can make and go to the highest sound you can make and then come back. Okay, let's do it together. Many of you might have felt uncomfortable on those high sounds. It makes sense because we tense our muscles surrounding our vocal cords when we speed up the vibration to get to those high tones. But also, it could be because we assign the word up too high and the word down too low. And so, usually, what is up, it's very difficult to reach. Now, what happens if we change the position? Let's do it again. Somehow, we have the illusion of reaching comfortably. And this is consistent with my experience with other singers and with students. When we imagine that something is high up, it's difficult to reach. This is a huge difference in sound. We used our imagination to trick ourselves into bettering our performance. Why would we want to better our performance? Because it's a parallel. If thinking Omni, it's a game in the face of discomfort or curiosity, then singing has these two elements too. I'm talking specifically about the state of flow and how the neurochemistry of our brain can be hacked in order to enter this mental state to maximize our human performance. Now you can Google all this, but I am fascinated with practicing it and encouraging others to practice it, to play. This is specifically important for people that have gone through incredibly difficult and uncomfortable situations like displacement and violence and abuse. This is why a lot of my time has been dedicated to doing singing workshops and art workshops in the Middle East, with refugees and with aid workers. I have worked with in orphanages in India and in Chile. I have shared how to use this instrument as a tool for re-energizing ourselves and create new avenues for better decision making. We need to design spaces for us to reach optimal states whenever we feel that things in our human experience are uncomfortable, so that we can see that they're within reach. Knowledge is within reach. Solutions to complex situations are within reach. Inevitably, thinking omnidisciplinarily is needed in order to make sense of the complexity and the discomfort that comes with living in this particular age. and it is needed to act. To live is this dynamic adventure of attentively juggling truths inside of us, outside and in between, and discerning the right time to act confidently, knowing that all these truths have their ambiguities. We'll be able to value much more the information that we get from our bodies, and we'll be able to deal with it in much more satisfying ways.